greatest battle of the Edinburgh Fringe. It is the greatest battle, begins today, and it's the battle between me and the joggers. It's really, really lovely at the moment. This is at the back of Holyrood Palace, and you can see the top of Arthur's Seat. It never looks as high up on a phone as it does when you're walking towards it. I'm not sure I'm going up there today. It's not raining, it's very wet, and the route I'm about to take into Edinburgh is also still quite muddy, but it's worth it. Lots of people walking their dogs. It's the morning of Edinburgh. Camden Fringe down in London has started. This is week 0, and today is when press launches happen in venues. There are a couple on today, and there's a lot of networking, which sometimes does feel like the word not working. My own definition of networking is meeting with intent. It always feels like there's something calculating and even criminal about it. I think conversation is fine. I think showing a genuine interest in other people and what they're doing and their work is fine. I think the fakery and the fleetingness of networking can sometimes feel quite painful and unnecessary, and sometimes an hour or two of your life that you can't get back. And yet Edinburgh is an opportunity to meet people. It's an opportunity to be understood and misunderstood. It's an opportunity to tell, but it's also an opportunity to ask. And quite often you can find out things about yourself and what you need to do next, not from what you have to say, and not from nodding in a fake and polite way until it's your turn to speak, but by genuinely leaning in and not speaking to people, but speaking out of people. It's probably a better view of, it still doesn't look as beautifully steep as it does here. I can't see anybody walking up, but they're probably up there. A place of wildfires not too long ago. And maybe wildfire is sometimes where networking goes. It's where you are prepared to be surprised, and what you say arises from the vibrancy of a conversation. And I think it's out of questions and showing a genuine interest in others that you can genuinely find connection that might lead to collaboration and projects and working together. It's funny, I find that 1 in every 10 joggers will smile and say good morning, and the other 9 you're just in the way. Certainly I get out of the way. But I had some good mornings from everybody this morning. And so as you begin your Fringe experience, perhaps your opportunities to network don't just need to have throwaway conversations, but conversations worth keeping, conversations worth gathering in and maybe sharing out. This all sounds a bit metaphorical, but I think it's literally about leaning into what work people are doing and what has sparked their curiosity and their origin story for their work, which is something we often ask in our interviews. And leaning in and for a moment silencing everything inside you. It's quite nice going under the trees here. Silencing everything inside you. And I like the words of giving a listen, of lending an ear. And it may well be it's through what other people are inquiring into that you can sharpen your own inquiry or clarify. I like the slightly new agey quote, we realise ourselves through those around us. They speak to us through our questions of them. So as we go to launches, people are going to be coming up to us to tell us about their show. Although at the launches they tend to be the press, there'll be people with shows on. And telling is only half of the conversation. And asking what we're interested in as the media can really help that person tell us about their show in the right way and invite interest. It's really nice under here. It's this route into Edinburgh you can feel like you're a bit in the countryside, and then at the last moment as you climb up, in this case towards Nicholson Street, suddenly you're there. Suddenly there's Edinburgh, the grey city out of the green of the mountains and the hills, the volcano cap that is also part of this landscape. I'm avoiding puddles, but some older part of me would like to jump in them and make a big splash and get a bit of mud on my Edinburgh clothes. When you come to the Edinburgh Fringe, you stay somewhere, you unpack, and you might have 5 days worth of clothes or 7. I just have to show you this. This is the wildflowers of Edinburgh. And perhaps each one of us is a wildflower in the field of that networking event. That is a really pushy metaphor, but I do like the idea that it's easy to see everybody as the same, either a reviewer, someone doing a show, someone in a t-shirt who's an usher, but we're all individuals and each one of us does have a story. And I invite you to slow down and take a bit of time to lean into those stories and to notice that that doesn't quite work online. It's not the same when you text, and it's so easy to be misjudged and misunderstood online. And when we just have these micro, flippy, fleeting conversations and not really listen to each other face to face, it's a bit like texting. You don't remember most of it. It's not of value. It doesn't mean that we have to have a long, deep conversation with everybody, but just taking that time to lean in and listen, to show a genuine interest, to observe what and how other people are speaking and see if you can build on what they say and not just wait for your next turn to speak, having already decided what that's going to be halfway through what they're saying. It's hard to do that in Edinburgh, and yet I think you'll find when you get to the end of the Fringe and gather in what was valuable, it will often be those stories and those moments of genuine listening. So it's an invitation this morning to lean in, to enjoy Edinburgh, to taste it fully, to digest it, and that can involve slowing down a bit. Have a great day.